Thank you so much for joining me for this next flow. We're going to take a bit of a power flow that's going to lift us up into Eka Pada Koundinyasana. So it's going to be a variation of our flying splits. To go ahead and get started, we're going to build that little bit of balance, strength through the core and the shoulders, with a little bit of flexibility through the legs before we go ahead and take things up into the arm balance. So if we go ahead and get started with one round of Sun A, we're going to start standing. So finding a place we feel really grounded at the beginning, breathing in deeply, rolling the shoulders back. With the inhale, we're going to lift the arms up overhead, and as we exhale, folding forwards, taking the hands to the shins, lifting halfway on the inhale, exhaling, landing the hands, stepping the feet back to plank, breathing in deeply. As we exhale, we're going to take the chest forwards and down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, lifting to upward facing dog. Exhaling, sending the hips all the way back and up into our downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale here, releasing a full exhale. And maybe taking a little pedal of the legs and noticing if there's any little areas of tightness or anything that feels a little bit unfamiliar. So maybe taking a little shake of the head, releasing any tension through the neck and the shoulders. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. And from here, we're going to lower the knees down. As we inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders back, lifting the chest and the tailbone. With the exhale, tucking the chin and the tailbone under. Breathing in, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest. Exhaling, tucking the chin, finding that cat-cow movement that just allows everything through the back to slowly start to mobilize the shoulders and the hips. We can always take a little turn of the wrists and the ankles here as well, just making sure everything feels nicely warmed up. Breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. From here, if we take the hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips, we're going to tuck the toes behind. With the inhale, we're going to lift the knees just off of the mat. So we're keeping them pretty low. We're not lifting the hips all the way up to downward facing dog. We're just finding a hovering tabletop. Drawing the belly button up towards the spine. Breathing in, taking the left knee to the left wrist. With the next inhale, left knee to right wrist. With the next inhale, left knee to the right knee, and then taking it back to that place where it started at, rooting down through the hands. With the inhale, we're going to take the right knee to the right wrist, releasing the exhale, and then with the inhale, right knee to left wrist, releasing the exhale here, inhaling right knee back to the left knee, then taking it back to that place where it started, breathing in deeply. As we exhale, we're going to send the hips all the way back and up. Once again into our downward facing dog, taking any little pedals of the legs or maybe a little side stretch here. Releasing any tension through the body. And from here to just activate everything through the shoulders, finding that little bit of strength. We're going to take 3 rounds of turbo dog. So for this, we're just going to lower the elbows, but we're not quite going to land them. If it feels a little bit too intense, we can always take the shoulders. If it feels a little bit too intense, we can always lower the elbows all the way down to dolphin, stepping the toes a little bit closer in towards the body, but otherwise breathing in deeply. And as we exhale, we're going to lower the elbows for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, extending, taking a little shake of the head, breathing in deeply. And as we exhale, we're going to lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, extending, taking a little pedal of the legs, breathing in deeply. We're just going for one final round. So as we exhale, we're going to lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, extending the arms long, breathing in deeply. From here, with the next inhale, we're going to fill the belly, and as we exhale, we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. So we're meeting in our forward fold at the very back of the mat, allowing all the muscles through the back line of the legs to slowly start to lengthen on the exhale. And that's going to be what allows us to extend those legs long, breathing in deeply, allowing the kneecaps to relax down, all the muscles to slowly soften. And then as we inhale, we're going to sweep the arms high, reaching the hands all the way up to the ceiling, releasing the hands down by the sides. And for this next portion, we're going to have three options. So we've got the option for strength, balance, and release. Our release option is going to be to take lizard pose. Our strength builder is going to be to hold our knee in place, building strength through the core and the hips and the shoulders. And then our balance option is going to be to take the full arm balance. So as we inhale, we're going to sweep the arms high. And as we exhale, we're going to see about landing the hands, stepping the feet back to plank, breathing in deeply. And as we exhale, we're going to lift the hips all the way back and up into our downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale in through the nose, we're going to lift the left foot. As we exhale, we're going to draw the left knee to the nose, shoulders forwards over the wrists. And as we exhale, we're going to land the left foot just outside of the left hand. So maybe taking a little rock forwards and backwards, right? Just mobilizing through the wrists, the hips, the ankles. And if this is where you'd like to stay, we can always lower that right knee down, finding a place where we can just focus on releasing everything through the outside of the left hip and all across the front of the right. If you'd like to go for strength, we're going to tuck the right toes, inhaling, lifting the right knee, and with the next inhale, we're going to press down through the hands, sending the left foot all the way back and up into our three-legged dog. As we exhale, we're going to draw the left knee forwards, taking it just outside of the left elbow. And if you point the left toes to keep that left foot lifted, we're pressing down through the hands, squeezing the tummy, building as much space between the chest and the floor as we can. And this is going to be our strength pose. Staying here if this is where you'd like to remain, or with the next inhale, we're going to lift the left foot all the way back and up into our three-legged dog, breathing in deeply. As we exhale, if you'd like to go for the arm balance, we're going to take the left knee forwards just as we did before, just outside of the left elbow, and then coming down onto chaturanga arms, seeing about finding a place where we can lift the back foot, extending the left leg long. And then when you're ready, we're going to step the left foot back, lifting the hips all the way up and back into our downward facing dog. Breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. With the next exhale, walking the hands back towards the feet, finding our way back to that forward fold at the very back of the mat, rooting down through the feet. As we inhale, we're going to sweep the arms high, lifting the chest, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhaling, taking the palms down towards the side. And we're going to take those options again on the other side. So finding a place where with the inhale we can lift the hands. Exhaling, folding forwards. We're going to plant the hands, stepping the feet back to plank. Breathing in deeply, and as we exhale, sending the hips all the way back and up into our downward facing dog. As we inhale, we're going to lift the right foot all the way up. Exhaling, knee to nose, shoulders forwards over the wrists. And then if we want to go for that release option, we're going to step the right foot just outside of the right hand. And finding all the little movements here that allow us to mobilize through the wrists, the ankles, but also through the hips. We can always sink that left knee down, finding a little bit of stillness and allowing all the muscles through the outside of the right hip and all across the front of the left hip to slowly start to release. If we want to go for the strength builder, we're going to tuck the left toes, lifting the left knee up, and then with a big inhale, pressing down through the hands, stepping the right foot all the way back and up. As we exhale, drawing the right knee forwards just outside of the right elbow, pointing the toes and building that space between the chest and the floor. And we get to stay right here if this is the option that we're working on. Or as we inhale, sending the right foot all the way back and up into our three-legged dog. And that final option, the arm balance, as we exhale, drawing the right knee forwards just outside of the right elbow. As we exhale, we're going to lower onto chaturanga, arms finding that place where the back foot lifts. And then maybe think about extending the right leg long. When you're ready, we're going to take that step back, exhaling the hips all the way back and up into our downward facing dog. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully, and then lowering the knees down, sinking the hips back, allowing the forehead to rest down towards the floor, finding a little bit of rest, and allowing the shoulders, the hips, the core, the legs, everything that's been switched on to slowly, slowly start to release.